Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here. And as I was going through news stories today and kind of going through the media, I noticed that Ariel Helwani was live. And so I clicked over, I checked it out via ESPN, had about 25,000 viewers when I first started watching. Wanted to see if he was going to talk about any of the rape allegations. Let's be honest, that's really what I was interested in. He had teased a 3-minute clip, and I was very upset about it after seeing it. Well, turns out they played the whole interview afterwards. Now, I'm going to tell you what the media is going to focus on. Okay, humbled McGregor. Well, it's pretty obvious after watching this how humbled he is and why. This performance, to me, for anybody that knows what this man is capable of, what he's done in the past, his behavior outside of the spotlight, was Prince Andrew-esque. Let me repeat that. Prince Andrew-esque. But the thing was that Ariel Helwani was in such a love fest, he couldn't even say the magic words. He couldn't say sexual assault. He couldn't say rape. All he could say are allegations. He wouldn't even get around it. So before we go into all that, I want to say this. The media is going to focus on the fact that this guy is claiming he made $50 million in the Khabib fight. Now, compared to what he made on the front end, that's huge numbers. That's MMA numbers you've never heard before. And guys, you want to know why I'm so upset about this? Do you know what he's claiming he'll make on this fight? Now, they've disclosed a $3.8 million payday, which would be too much for me. Because these two investigations are very real. And we'll get to how it was danced around several times in this. Okay? But he's claiming he will make $80 million. Please, can we get the truth out about this guy? He sat there, he acted like a family man. He said he was going to pray for guys like me. He's praying for me. Well, I got news for you. I don't need you to fucking pray for me, bro. Own up to what you've done. Go to prison like you should and accept it's all over, baby. Own up. Because you know what you've done. And let me tell you something. Thank you so much for that super chat flick off. This is how Helwani danced around the subjects. First, he started talking about legal issues, getting into, was there any problems getting into the States with everything that had been going on? Now, again, at that moment, he hasn't even talked about the allegations, but he's trying to lead into it. And he's like, no, the team behind the scenes, oh, they're so good to me. They're great people. Everybody's a good person and a great person. And he loves his family and they're coming out and they talk a lot about his son and his daughter. Okay? Okay? Man, this made me sick. Made me sick, dude. So then he actually says to him, well, you know, you paid out in the court case. There's been some other things out there in the media. Is there anything else you want to talk about? No, just straightforward. So then finally, he says allegations. Never says sexual assault. Never describes in any detail what either of these cases are, or the evidence surrounding them, or who's reporting them. Just mean people are saying bad things. And he goes, how would you feel about it, Ariel? So, you know, you could tell he didn't want to talk about it. And that's why he's being so reserved. He knows even in a stage setting, in an interview, where ESPN's PR spin guy, an MMA journalist, can't say the words sexual assault, let alone bring up any details, and let him deny. Okay, he said he basically denied everything. By the way, he's gifting us this fight. He said he's gifting the people this fight towards the end. I want to puke. I want to fucking puke. And it's through this controlled narrative that this guy who literally, I did a whole video on it last night. I'm just going to show you the new Reebok ad, okay? A guy, they're selling to your children, okay? And we're going to go over an article that's finally bringing some of this up. Because, guys, let's be honest, man. The MMA media, they know who I am at this point. Okay, if you don't think that some of my videos or information isn't going around the underground, I mean, I'm doing the Reddit AMA. It looks like it's happening tomorrow morning. As soon as I get the right details on it, it's on. It's on. I want it out there. It might even be tomorrow later on, but it's probably happening tomorrow. Okay? And I'm gunning for it because the media has to ask the real questions. It's sneaking into articles at the end. And finally, SureDog has done, I mean, again, they won't talk about any of the evidence. They won't talk about what the actual allegations are. They won't go hardcore like me. And I'm just a fucking regular person that cares. But they'll say, watch that story. It could blow up. And before we get into those articles, and you're seeing at the end of like this Forbes article that's promoting McGregor, and then at the end mentions the 2 sexual assault allegations. Because everybody wants to cover their ass because they know at some point this is a powder keg that's going to blow to somebody who's allegedly going to make $80 million on this fight. My God. And Ariel asks if there's ever any trouble getting in the country. So let's turn that volume off. And before we even get into it, I want to point out what this is. That's a teddy bear over my shoulder. This is a man with 19 convictions in Ireland, the last of which he punched an old man in the face on video who did nothing to him. Okay? My God. So this is a man who did that. Okay? And now they're showing him coming into a little child's room. Forget about all the sexual assault stuff. Just a punch. He punches old men. Into a child's room where he will jump over a train set and there is a teddy bear and they're going to make him into a superhero action figure to sell you McGregor shoes. And the amount of Reebok apparel out there promoting this guy is disgusting. Again, watch my video from last night. I'm only going to go so far. If you really want to see how they push this guy to your children. Look, oh, here he is. Jumps over a kid's train set to become an action hero. There he is. He's an action hero. He's going to fight the bad guys. There he is. Bad guy gets kicked. I'm Conor McGregor. Oh, he's on top choking. Oh, there you go. The Pennywise character. This is who they're selling to your children. This is who Ariel Helwani can't even say the words sexual assault to. You know, he brings it up again when they start talking about the beef between he and Khabib and how it got into family. And then how Khabib brought up the allegations. I like how you censor yourself, Ariel. That's really good for you. So this is on SureDog, and this is a part of a story called Tell Me No Lie, Stories to Watch in 2020. Everybody knows, guys. Everybody knows. Okay? Let's beef that up for people to read. There's just one problem with this narrative, which is currently being amplified by the sport's power broker. McGregor has spent the past 24 months in police stations and courtrooms, being charged with several criminal offenses, including an assault charge for punching an old man in Dublin pub and refusing a shot of whiskey. And more alarmingly, reportedly coming under investigation for 2 separate sexual assault allegations. Now, you can read the rest of this. Okay, and you know how much work I've done. I'm going to do a whole Ask Me Anything on all of this stuff. But, you know, they asked the question, you know, to paraphrase the words of famed boxing historian Thomas Hauser, who repeatedly raised concerns about Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s history of domestic violence. Somewhere in Ireland or the United States tonight, a young man who thinks that McGregor is a role model will beat up or sexually assault a woman. In this case, it's alleged to be both in the December incident from over a year ago. Maybe she'll walk away with nothing more than bruises and emotional scars. Maybe he'll kill her. Okay? But you know what, Reebok? Go for it. Yeah. Sell them. Yeah. Okay? So in this Forbes article, again, watch his best quips. Again, selling McGregor. But the whispers are coming in with 2 open sexual assault investigations. Now, later on today, I'm going to be going in depth into this subject and the upcoming card with John Fitch on Mixed Martial Mindset. I do that at 6 p.m. Eastern every single Monday. I'm looking forward to that as well for getting his take on it. The Ariel interview, really, it made me want to vomit. You know, it really did. Ariel Helwani, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. Think about who you were sitting across from. See, and here's the problem. At least with the Prince Andrew interview, that woman hit him with question after question after question, evidence, evidence, evidence. You did none of that. You let him be Prince Andrew, and you patted him on the back while he did it. This is a new Conor. Oh, you seem so zen right now. You seem so calm. You seem so focused. Oh, can I give you a back rub, Conor? Here, let me help you pray for guys like Jason that are saying the truth. The truth. I don't need your fucking prayer. How dare you? How dare you? Oh. Guys, thumbs this video up, sub, and share. We're doing it 3 to 7 times a day on this channel with varying different subject matter, including the Iranian communist killer dolphin fleet. It must be seen to be believed. It is not The Onion. You can check out my Reebok Conor video. You can see a breakdown of the latest autopsy evidence on Epstein. We can get into Dennis Hasser and the Predator class, all free, all right here. Again, 3 to 7 times a day. Now, I have launched a Rockfin. Okay, what is a Rockfin? So it's a new social media platform, a lot like Twitter and these other ones, where I can post things and upload video like this one that's pinned to my Twitter that I hope that you will right now retweet, because we're gonna do it live and we're gonna send it in there. You want people to know the real information? Get this out there. I know you have been Burmese Brigade, but it does help one mind at a time. One mind at a time. So Rockfin here, it's got an exclusive video. We're gonna do 5 exclusive live streams every week, Monday through Friday. Okay? So you guys can get in and you get a subscription base to people like Ben Askren, as you can see, Jordan Burroughs. So there's an MMA base to this, there's a wrestling base, and then there's a big alternative media platform. And I'm going to be trying to get some of those creators on my channel and doing interviews on my YouTube channel so I can get people over here as well. So I think it's something like $9.99 a month. And if you want to support me, you can do it that way. But again, we are going to have one exclusive video a day, 5 days a week there. So definitely check out the new Rockfin deal. Like I said, retweet this, get it out there. But I also am a documentary filmmaker. I do give away my work for free. Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order to Find, and Shade the Motion Picture. All free right here in the documentaries playlist section. But this is the meat and potatoes. I'm going to put her in, and I'm going to hope that somebody has the kindness in their heart to pop in, I don't know, $5, $10, $15. It means the world to me. It keeps it up. It lets me do things like earlier today I had Adam Riva on my Good Morning Y'all live stream. Did a 2-hour podcast with him. The first half of that's free, is going to be at Dalton's Dialogue. I've had him on as a guest before. And then he has a Patreon, because we're all just trying to make it in this crazy mixed up world. We're doing our best to get true and real information out there that goes well beyond any left-right paradigm. This is about Disney, okay, protecting these people. This is about WME Entertainment protecting these people. This is about Conor McGregor. Oh, the UFC, they're such a great company, aren't they? They got me in here, behind the scenes in the background, Ariel. They're so good to me. I'm sorry about my hackneyed, shitty Irish accent. I apologize to everybody who's Irish except Conor McGregor. So once again, WME Entertainment, Dana White, Ari Emanuel, Reebok, ESPN. I mean, you're going to be exposed. We're coming. Let's go, Burmese Brigade. Let's get this motherfucker. I'll see you later on the flip side.